Before we get into today's weekend wash-up, just a quick one. Our wash-up fantasy guide and draft rankings cheat sheet is now available over on our Patreon shop for $10 or free to all wash-up Patreon members. For just $5 a month, we'll be providing even more content throughout the preseason and into the home and away season, including updated rankings throughout the year, our Wednesday live pods, a draft league with myself, Dave, and other members, and access to the members-only Discord where we'll be answering team questions. I probably wouldn't listen to us. If you're not yet part of the Discord, don't worry, you can still join for free where like-minded coaches, including ourselves, can continue to rant about why this game shits us. All links are in the bio, and shout out to the legends who've already jumped on board. Now, on to today's episode. In today's preseason special, we're going to be going over all the forward line options for your round one classic side. It's time for the weekend wash-up.
Get around him! Get around him! Push up! Oh, and he's talking a bit of trash too!
What a joker.
He's coming off. Get him back off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Rocket, we can't hear.
Disgusting! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Yes, that's right. We are back again. As always, I'm your host, Matt Craig, and joining me once more is Bushy for our final positions sort of analysis, let's call it, before the preseason games start.
Yeah, and it's the toughest line, really, isn't it?
It has been a problem line for at least a few years because
Yep.
I think if we go back a few years, there was just one season where I remember Rosie was a forward and Dunkley was a forward, and we started our sides with almost the top 6 forwards of the year.
Yeah.
Since then, disaster.
Yeah.
Shit show. Haven't really had like one of those young gun midfielders come through with forward DPP.
No.
Just there's no depth at all in the forward line. Once you get past the top like 10 forwards, I mean, even top 8 forwards, it becomes a bit of a shit show.
Yeah, I agree.
So in fantasy and then in draft as well, it probably maybe not in classic because there's so few options that you kind of everyone's got similar forward lines. But in draft, it definitely makes or breaks your season.
Yeah.
So it's very important to go over them all. And look, obviously, there is one no-brainer we've got in the forward line this year, and his name is Harry Sheezel. And if you don't, people not start him in classic, I think you're a moron. No offense, but that's fine. But if he doesn't, we've said all preseason, if he doesn't go number one in your draft, you hit pause, you cancel the draft, you boot that coach out the league, you bring someone else in and you restart it.
Okay.
Because it's that clear cut to me.
Right.
For the first time since we've really been looking at drafts.
Okay.
And I think, again, in classic, 1.145 million is priced at. Underpriced, I would say, because clearly if you are able to get his stats up, I don't have the centre bounce attendances off the top of my head.
For Sheezel last year.
Yes, but I remember we were saying all throughout the first half of the season, it was, why is this bloke playing forward? It's North, they can't get the ball forward. We're playing him on a half-forward flank. For what reason?
Yeah.
Like the bloke can play in the middle and push forward and kick goals, but also be there at the centre bounce where nobody else can win the fucking thing. So it was ridiculous. So I don't know if you've got the stats for him, if he was like above maybe 60% centre bounces, if that happened at all.
I'll go above 50%.
Okay.
So there's 8 games. He
Yep.
averaged 116.6.
There you go.
That includes a 186 point
Oh,
whopper.
yeah.
But his lowest in those 8
many-
games is 93.
How many
so
centre bounces did he have in that 186?
his centre bounce percentage was 65%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you bump that above 60,
Yeah.
did he? I
Uh,
think this is what he's. I think this is going to be close to what he can average this year. That's massive.
yeah, it's 122 in 6 games.
Yeah.
If you include a couple at the end of 2024.
Very nice. And of course that includes a 186, which inflates it.
Yeah.
But the bloke can have 54 disposals in a game and score 186.
Yeah.
That counts.
Mate, you don't need to press it too hard. If people don't want to pick him,
No.
let them do
That's
that.
true. No, you're right. You're right.
As
Actually,
you,
know what?
as
Don't
you
pick
said,
him.
one less coach to worry about.
One less coach to worry about. You're completely right.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on. Brian Myers. So I had to rename this sort of top price premiums.
Yeah.
Because there is only one
Nah, it
line,
makes
top
sense
line premium.
for this line.
But I think Grind priced at just above 90.
Yeah.
I mean, I've written here 96 in the second half of the year. Is he slightly underpriced? I don't think so. I think what he did last year. I remember drafting him quite early, and it was a slow start.
Yeah, it was.
God, I should have had a glass of water before I started.
Yeah,
here.
mate.
But it was a slow start, but he absolutely caught fire towards the end. Reliable, safe draft pick. And look, reliable pick, but he's got to buy, and he's at his top price. So I don't think you're interested. I think we can move on.
Agreed.
To the underpriced premiums, Christian Petrarca.
Yeah.
So clearly, by far and away, the most owned player in the competition that isn't in my side at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
42.5%
Wow.
of classic sides are picking Christian Petrarca. So it's actually almost a differential now to not be picking him. Now, I understand. Obviously, he's a gun, right? And he's averaged, 100, 105 plus. Did he ever average 110?
Yeah, 2021.
Okay, he did average 110. So there you go. He's been a gun.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of years, he's not been near that. Last year, he was a flat 90 guy. People brought him in as an upgrade target towards, maybe halfway through the season, thinking, Petrarca, he can be a 100 guy. His price at night, we'll get some value. And he just ended up being a 90 guy.
Yeah.
And I remember he was playing the Eagles. I think I really wanted him that week. Everyone jumped on board. I couldn't. For the rest of the season, I was very happy to not own him.
Yeah, he wasn't great.
He was causing headaches, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think it's an interesting one with Petrarca this year because he was in a poor Melbourne side last year.
Yep.
So that's the flip side of it. Does he come into Gold Coast side? He's probably going to have a similar role where, look, his CBAs might be up, but he probably is the guy that he'll have the centre bounce and push forward at the very, he's not going to.
I think it has to be
full-time
Melbourne
here.
were a high scoring side.
Yeah.
They're actually in the top, I think, 4 or definitely top 6 scoring sides
For fantasy.
last year for fantasy. So as much as he's going to a better side, I think from my perspective, the way I'm looking at it, I think similar scoring between the two teams. I think he's going to have a similar role to Melbourne. He's not going to come in and have 80% centre bounces at Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Because you've got Matt Rowell and Noel Anderson. They are the number 1 and 2 banana.
Yeah.
They will be in the midfield all the time. So there's only one other spot there to get rotated through. I think Track has 40 to 50% centre bounces. I think he's very good. I think he's going to be great for them as a forward. But in Classic, I'm kind of thinking too many mouths to feed. Like, is there the upside for him to go 100? I actually don't think so.
Yeah. It's interesting, right?
That's
so
my...
it's the Gold Coast start to the season that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
Because obviously they've got Geelong round 0, which is probably not their easiest matchup. But then they go Eagles round 1, Richmond round 2, they have the bye, and then they go Melbourne.
Okay, so...
And then they go Sydney and Bombers. And then
Okay, so let's say he averages like between 100 and 105 over his first 5 to 6 rounds.
Yeah.
But he's got a buy in there.
Yeah.
So really what he's averaging like 95, mid to high 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, that's solid. What do you think he's going to like what do you think he's going to average for the season?
Yeah.
Like ignoring the early
Nah,
draw.
it'd be I can't
Do you
see
think
him
he can
going
average 100?
Nah, I can't
Yeah.
see
Because
it.
if you don't think he can average over 100 in the whole season with an early buy, I just don't think there's enough
Upside.
value there and
Yeah.
upside to be paying up for him. That's where I'm at. I'm comfortably not starting him, even if he dominates.
So he
pre-season.
might dominate round 1 and 2 and even 4.
The only
But,
thing that
yeah.
would change my mind is an injury to Rowell or Anderson.
Okay.
I think while those guys are there, and I think he's going to be mid forward role, and it's a pass for me. But he's a very popular pick. And look, if you pick him and you back him,
Yeah.
by all means, I could be very wrong.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
No, fair enough.
Adam Treloar.
Yeah. We don't have to speak too much here. I think.
Well, you're right. He's been injured again in preseason, so there is concerns. But he is in the midfield. It's not like
Is he?
that was Drew Jones's report.
Yeah.
He's been in the middle, and like if he's fit, he's going to play in the guts.
Yeah.
Is the thought?
Okay, they've got Bont,
Yep.
Richards, who
Yep.
are 80% CBA guys,
Yep.
Libber, Treloar,
Mm.
Kennedy, and then Fraser's the 6th guy.
It's true. It's a valid point you made. It's exactly.
I honestly reckon Treloar, like, Yeah, I have no idea really, but
No, well, that's a very similar point you made to track.
I don't think he's a guarantee to hold his spot, or like if he's going to hold his spot, it's going to be on half forward flank.
Yeah, or rotating throw.
Yeah.
Not that full time. No, I think that's a
But
very good point.
they've got a buy, so like he's just not worth it at all, really.
Yeah.
To start.
At least, I guess, so almost similar to Petraka, but the injury concerns are added on top.
Yeah, so it's even higher risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think, like, when we first saw it, it's like Petraka and Treloar in your forward line.
Yeah.
Fuck, that'd be great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Neither in our sides at the moment.
yeah, neither. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Interesting.
wild.
All right, there's some names that we have to talk about because really, if you're a forward that average close to 90, you have to be discussed, even though they're names that you never would have considered previous years.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Sean Manor here. So he's 924K, averaged 90 in the back half with a top score of 144. So he's got a ceiling.
Yeah.
Has dominated VFL. He's dominated wherever he went.
Mm.
I think just if you're in that mid forward role, similar to Brian Myers,
Yeah.
they are in the perfect spot to be as good as you can in that role,
Yeah.
which is kind of a 90 guy.
Okay.
That I think that's almost his peak. If he was to go through the midfield, all right, maybe he could bump up his projections. But without that, yeah, I think it's a pass. But it's definitely one to look at in draft
Yeah, good draft pick.
for sure.
Yep, agreed.
Isaac Rankin, so 915. Average, so he averaged 92 in the front half, was getting that bulk 50 to 60% centre bounces
Yeah.
and would rest like a quarter forward.
Yeah,
But that was
yeah.
fine. It was more midfield than forward. And it was that 92 average, and he was a great pick. But then 82 in the back half, and I reckon that flipped in terms of
I
he was
agree.
more forward than
Yep,
mid.
Yep.
And so I think he's to be confirmed if
Yeah,
he's missing their first game.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I know he did. He got a 4-game suspension, and I think they played 3 games.
Okay.
Because they lost back-to-back finals, didn't they, to get knocked out? So
Yeah. So
I think he's still missing
he's
one
got
more.
so he's got a bye
Yeah.
in round 1.
Yeah.
So you're
So-
absolutely not even considering him.
Yeah.
But even like after that, as an upgrade target, I'd be concerned. I'd have
Yep.
to see like a really heavy
Yeah,
midfield role.
clear role.
And I'm not sure it's going to be there. Now, for this next guy,
Yeah. Good one.
you never know.
Yep.
Cozzy Pickett.
Yeah.
So he's 915K. I went there
You're
last
running with
year.
him last year.
I went there and I went early. I just can't believe this, that
Because he came good.
Cozzy Pickett against the Eagles, and then it was against Richmond. So I'm going, fuck, here he is. He's in the guts. He took the piss in almost every other game for 2 to 3 months, I reckon.
Yeah, he did.
Like 100, he'd have 25 and 2. I picked him in those 2 games. Holy shit, the invisible man. Now, his centre bounce attendances are misleading.
Yeah, they are.
Because he would start in every centre bounce
Yeah.
and just push the full forward. Now, I still would have thought against Eagles and Richmond, he could have fucking done something for me.
Yeah.
But he was like 80% forward, 20% mid. He
Yeah.
wasn't actually on ball.
Okay.
But he was good enough, like he's a gun player.
Yeah.
Clearly. He's around the ball a bit. And he averaged 87. He's only 24 years old. We're devoid of forward options. He doesn't have a bye. And Melbourne, Clayton Oliver, gone. Petraka, gone. And now Jack Viney
Injured, yeah.
is injured and sounding like he's going to miss the start of the season. And we've thrown all of these names around. Trent Rivers, Harvey Langford, all of these guys. That
Jai
might get-
Cully.
Jai Cully. Fuck me. Jai Cully is getting mentioned. What if Cozzy just starts playing on ball? He won't do a whole game on ball,
Yeah.
but like 50%.
Yep.
Whereas last year it was centre bounce. and
Yeah,
then to full
I
forward.
Yeah, I think he's one to look at.
And if he's doing that, I think similar to Rankin last year, I think he can go like mid to high 90s
Yeah.
in that role.
Yeah.
So the opportunity looks like it's there. It's a preseason watch for me, and I never considered him early, but I'm actually starting to look at it and go, you know what?
Yeah, it's a bit
Maybe.
juicy. Yeah. He could have if he has a really good role. I mean, he showed some really good scoring last year.
Absolutely. I think when we do our next draft rankings update,
Yeah, he's going to be.
I think he might
Definitely
get
higher.
bumped up for me.
Yeah, no, he will be. He's a great draft pick.
Nah,
Yeah.
very good. Zach Bailey. So this is he's been your boy a fair bit. You love a punt on him for a goal,
Zach Bailey. Yeah.
and
Yeah, I do love a punt on him for a goal, actually.
and he averaged 96 from round 17 to the
Mate.
grand final. We thought this breakout was coming a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's obviously Brisbane's midfield is stacked. He was stuck on that half forward line. Was he still in the same half forward line role?
Last,
Or was there a role
no,
change
so
because I
from-
wasn't too across.
from round 22 to the grand final.
Yep.
So including that grand final and the final series, he averaged 99.7,
Wow.
and he had some minor CBA usage, so like 20 to 40%
Okay.
in different.
So he
games.
started getting a
Yeah.
go on ball.
But obviously Brisbane,
Oh, but it worked for
yeah,
them.
oh yeah,
And he
I think
started
he's
racking
yeah,
up.
he's the kind of guy that you get in the start at the centre bounce, go forward straight after.
So similar vein to Cozzy then, but a little bit cheaper.
yeah,
Contract year as well.
yeah,
I mean, another one probably to bump up your draft.
yeah. I think he's a
boards.
great draft pick as well.
And the buy makes it hard for Classic. I don't
Mm.
think you're going to do it,
Yeah,
but it's interesting. 'Cause
No,
he's not
I
a
like-
name I would have considered.
no, I like him. I like Zach Bailey. Yeah, I think our draft rankings they're okay for where they're at, but these guys have a bit of upside. I think definitely. Yeah,
No, for sure.
Mm.
Okay. Sam Darcy.
yeah,
I tell you, even though some will say it didn't really work out last year, it was fucking fun
it was enjoyable.
owning Sam Darcy.
Yeah, it was.
Like those. Okay.
We probably lost. We probably shouldn't have got.
Well, I was going to say it was enjoyable. There was a couple games where I'd fucking check my
yeah,
phone.
you lost the plot.
And he's on 20
No,
points at
no,
three-quarter
yeah,
time.
you lost the plot. Yep.
I did lose the plot. But I will forgive him for it. Because I remember there was one game, he was 20 at three-quarter time. He ended on 85
Yeah,
or something.
It's great to
Which,
watch.
that's where I'm just like, so how does this bloke take one mark for three quarters? But, I mean, what we're hearing this
The only
preseason
way he takes one mark is his full back,
is
and
cheating.
then the centre half back double team him and hold.
Triple team.
Yeah,
And
cheat.
It's like the forward cheat tag.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, at some point, he is going to be unstoppable.
Yeah.
And we talk about not owning fantasy key forwards. We haven't done it really since Rewalt.
Yeah.
I think Darcy
Oh yeah, he's definitely one that we're going to.
is value. So, tell you, off his bye, if he looks good in those first couple of weeks, he will be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, apparently,
this for
as
me?
you said, he's been dominating pre-season, but I think any key forward could dominate the Bulldogs.
It's true. It is
in
true.
pre-season, but
true.
it's interesting because our draft rankings, we'll have to have a look at them over the match sims and
No, we'll
pre-season.
do an update after
Yeah.
match sims for
Yeah.
sure. And one last one here in the underpriced premium.
Yeah, you got to mention him, I suppose.
A little bit more expensive than I thought he would be in fantasy.
Yeah,
But he'll be down the draft boards due
Yeah.
to his recent average, and that's Jordan De Goey.
yeah,
So for the first time in, I don't know how long, he has had a fully uninterrupted preseason. He's fit, and the reports coming out of the Pies camp, it's a full-time midfield role,
okay.
or at least, majority midfield role.
Yeah.
Rather than that forward role, occasional, midfield
Mm.
spark, so to speak. And he's too, obviously, you've got a round 2 bye, and you're not considering him classic to start. But I think draft flyer,
Mm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if he's a mostly midfielder, we've seen him average.
It's
Whatever, we've
not.
seen him average.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't wanna-
he doesn't average massive, but it's
What's
like
his best season?
it's actually not that great. It's
Is it not
86.
Okay.
80, yeah,
So I was going to say in my head we've seen him average 90 to 95 before, but obviously we haven't.
I don't know if that
Okay,
includes.
so he's probably not got enough upside then in classic,
no.
but draft for sure.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think he's a good
Definitely a
draft pick.
preseason watch,
yeah,
regardless.
Yeah.
Onto the breakouts.
yes.
Joel Frazier.
Yeah,
Was it a case of 1 year too early?
I reckon it might. This year might be a case of that.
So I was 2 years too early. This year's 1 year too early.
That's what I
and it's
reckon.
coming. I think it's
Well,
fair.
I,
You reeled off the amount of names that the
yeah,
Doggies have
I think
there.
there's just too many mouths to feed,
Yeah.
and like Libba's still there. Like he's probably got one more year, 1 or 2 more years. Trelaw's got 1 more year probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think you're spot on because
Yeah.
if you take Trelaw and Libba out,
Yeah,
I-
even.
watching him play, he is very fucking good.
Oh yeah,
He is a great
great player.
footballer.
He just
He
needs a
does
role.
look scarily like Bont at
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Like he will move into the midfield. If you've got a dynasty league, buy low.
Yeah, I agree. I think he'll get more usage. I think, and there might be a period where he does get like proper usage
Yep.
because
Well, so
people
that's
are
the
injured.
question. Obviously, he's not going to become a full-time midfielder,
Yeah,
but what if you average 90, you're probably pushing top 6 forwards.
Yeah,
and at his price, price at 70,
Yeah.
90 would be enough. So
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. Just with his buy.
If you saw preseason, 50% centre bounces goes 95s. We're picking Nick Newman with a buy. Like, we're picking others with a buy.
Yeah, I would
he's
seriously.
looking-
It depends who's playing for Bulldogs.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like if everyone's playing and stuff. But
Yeah.
like if, say, Kennedy's not playing for whatever reason, or like they're just going, yeah, Bont, mate, you just take it easy.
That's true.
Yeah.
He'll sit at full forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yep.
That's fair. One to watch.
Yeah.
Now, a name that is heating up.
Yeah, it
In
is.
pre-season.
Yeah.
And this is one of these picks where, and it's Connor McDonald I'm talking about, 714K. At the moment, I don't know exactly how many coaches own him, but actually I've got it here. 12%, so that's even higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But he's a bit of a differential. Definitely when the game first opened in January, nobody would have had him. But the reports are he's playing full-time midfield.
Okay.
And since Will Day went down, like, he was a midfielder when he came in.
Yeah. He was, yeah.
To the competition. I owned him as a keeper for a few years. It was a tough time. This might be the breakout season. It's sounding like it. And if he's got a full-time midfield role,
Yeah.
price at under 70, I know the Hawks haven't been high scoring, but I mean, at that in the forward line, mid-80s, pushing 90 is a win.
Yeah.
And I think that's, if he's locked in for that role, which we'll see in pre-season,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to
everyone
ask
will
you.
pick him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. If
Yep.
he has a role in pre-season,
Yeah.
what does he need to do in those games and round zero for us to start him? Like
70.
he can score 70 and
Yeah,
have a role.
if he is like 60+% centre bounces
Mhm.
and scoring 70s, I think I'd still be very tempted to
'Cause
do it.
Yeah, right.
If I'm like, yeah, he's locked in for a midfield role and he's
Okay.
going to score some tons.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
And he's never going to get tagged.
No.
John Newcomb's going to cop the tag if it comes.
Yeah,
So,
so we'll see what happens then.
I think there's
that's-
90 to 95 potential.
See if the hype's real in the
Yeah,
pre-season
no, I look
games.
forward to that's where we just need to get into some actual footy because this is all hypothetical. I've not been to a Hawks
It's all
training.
hearsay. Yeah.
Exactly. Max Hall is another one with
Yeah,
some preseason
pre-season
hype.
hype, yeah.
Saints love him. I mean, he was fucking like watching St Kilda play.
Yeah, he's good.
And I often say I'll watch a game, and if I don't own them in Classic,
Yeah.
I won't notice. I noticed Max Hall
Yeah.
thinking like this guy is fucking good.
I
And I
think-
should have picked him for a
yeah.
start, but
Yeah, I know.
it wasn't. You know, when like some certain guys Thursday rolls around, you're like, is he going to get picked again? He just dominated.
Yeah, he'd be one of the first picked on the team
would've
sheet
thought so.
this year. Yeah. It's actually interesting to note, like having a look at it from round 16 to the end of last year,
Yep.
he averaged 80.
Yeah.
So, like,
Was there any centre bounces in that, or
ooh,
I'm not sure if he, but.
good
And
question.
he's not going to go. He's not going to become a full-time mid, obviously. But if he
No.
starts rotating through a bit more,
yeah,
he's
but-
694K. He's priced at close to 65.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. He did have some. Yeah,
Yeah.
He had like 18%, 33, 9%, 32%.
So that's probably like
maybe like 1 to 5.
yeah. So like an 80 guy is probably a realistic
Yeah.
prediction, and it's probably not enough to pick him. But
No.
it's one to watch in preseason
I
and draft.
I
again.
think draft 100%.
Yeah.
Have him on your watch
For
list.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll move him up. And just lastly in this breakouts, Sam Lawler.
Oh yeah.
567K. Everyone's heard about this bloke, obviously, last year's number one pick. Discounted for what his potential is.
Yeah.
And the way I'm looking at this is maybe similar to Harley last year.
Mm,
How Harley started to move more into a like full-time midfield role. I
Yeah.
think we'll see Lawler do that. But at the same time, it's Richmond. You know, it was West Coast for Harley last year.
Yeah.
There's going to be some stinkers.
Yeah.
He's going to get some attention. Like, it's going to be tough. So I'm not projecting anything more than like a 70, low to
Okay.
mid 70s.
is that worth picking? In
But
there?
is that worth picking at 567K in the forward line, which as we spoke with Fry, that we'll discuss in our rookies episode, that forward line is thin on
Yeah.
rookies. Everywhere else we're fine. We might need to go value in the forward line. So I mean,
Yeah.
Lawler is clearly value.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going to improve on that. You
Yep.
can guarantee it.
All right.
So yeah, one to consider.
Yep.
The mid prices.
yeah. Okay.
Sam Flanders. Let's not waste too much time here. It's a no-brainer pick.
Yeah.
Average 104 when he had 50% or more CBAs. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
At Gold Coast. Yeah.
yeah, So, and apparently it was his injuries last year. They want him in the gut. So Saints are going to have him in there over 50% of the time.
It'd be like 70.
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
So he'd beat out Jack McRae.
Mm.
So
Just pick him.
Okay, no. So in classic, just pick him. But in draft,
Oh. Yeah, I'm picking him over Petrarca.
okay,
Yeah.
I liked where we ranked him.
Yeah.
'Cause I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a 104 dude when he's in the gas. So
Yeah.
I think people are projecting 90 to 95. I think that's just like taking a middle ground.
I
and
feel
being
like he has
conservative.
higher upside than Petrarca. That's where I'm
think
looking
he's-
at it.
I think if he's in the midfield, which we think he's going to be,
Yeah.
and he's been playing halfback when he wasn't, he's
Yeah.
100 plus.
Mhm.
Lock him in,
Sweet.
bump him up your draft board. Sam Draper. Won't have to start with him because another injury.
Yeah, stress
Stress
fracture.
fracture,
That
which
could
is-
be.
Not what, yeah,
And
not what you want to hear.
they're not going to rush him back either
No,
because,
a big injury-prone ruckman
Yeah.
with a stress fracture,
like, you want to set him up so that the second half of the year going into finals and stuff, he's good to go.
and I'm scared to draft him at much value, which is tough because he's
Yeah.
a forward.
Yeah.
I guess if you think your team's good enough to get to the back half of the season,
Mm-hmm.
he could be a league-winning play in that
Depends
sense.
if you've got a punishment in your draft
but
or
it's-
not.
Yeah, that's a good call. Punishment dependent.
Yeah.
Last year here, Josh Rochelle.
Yeah, yeah.
So the talk is he's going to play 50-50 midfield.
Okay.
Now, it's interesting because, I mean, that's similar to what Rankin did, but I thought Rankin obviously adds something to their midfield. Can you have Rankin doing that and Rochelle doing that? You probably could. So I think he's not going to be a full-time midfielder, but definitely getting some more midfield stints is possible. And for a bloke averaging 60s, priced at 655,
Yeah.
that is full-blown mid-priced Riley Sanders areas.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
That he's got to average like 85 for this to be successful. So there's no way I'm doing it to start.
Mm.
But one to watch. And again, bump up the draft boards.
Yeah.
But I think I'm avoiding those type of picks this year.
Nah, that's fair.
Just lastly, the Bolters.
Yeah.
Murphy Reed. So 581K, one to watch in preseason. At
That's
some point, he's going to get more midfield time.
Yeah.
He's an elite player. We don't know when. Probably not this year. But another draft flyer. Taj Hodden, your boy.
yeah. 485K.
Yeah.
I think he's a cheap price. He came back from an ACL late last year with low time on ground last year. So once again, just one to watch, see what happens in preseason.
Yeah, no, I think so. Liam Reedy. So few concerns over his job security.
Yeah, there has to be, I think.
Yeah, which is fair. I think it's Mark Pidnet's I think he's 29 turning 30.
Yeah.
Carlton, how long are you just going to be shit and just rolling out Mark Pidnet in the ruck? Where you got Reedy who dominated the waffle. He's 25.
Yeah.
We've seen Frio's rucks move clubs and be very
Meaky,
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
well, if he's
if he
picked-
doesn't start the season there, I wouldn't be shocked if a month into the season he's their number one ruck. And
Okay.
if he's R1 without Pidnet in the side, suddenly he's a must. Like, I would be moving magnets
Yeah.
to bring him in if he got named R1 because suddenly he's like a walk-up 70s
Yeah.
to 80 dude,
Yeah.
priced at 30 odd.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he'd be a must-have. And I
Cool.
think we're going to be doing that at some point.
All right.
And just lastly, Todd Marshall,
Yeah.
394K,
So he's going back, isn't he?
going back. Now, I don't think it's going to be anything too exciting.
He's been taking a couple kick-ins.
Is he taking
At match
See,
teams?
I couldn't picture Todd Marshall taking kick-ins. But I guess Zach Reid took.
He's a big guy, so maybe he has a long kick.
Could he be very similar to a Zach Reid type? I don't know. But look, at his price, 394K, easiest fixtures going,
If he averages 60,
take it.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of forward rookies.
or 55?
Take it, but getting borderline.
Okay.
But yeah, again, lack of midfield rookies, I think. He's in there for me at the moment, just because I got Reedy out. But yeah, those two have been floating through,
Sweet.
for sure. All right, let's finish it off.
Yes.
One avoid, one differential, and one draft flyer. Petrarca is the avoid for me. It looks like it's the same for you.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
I think we're in agreement there.
Yeah.
We spoke about that. Marshall is in for me. So at the moment, he's a differential, but his percentage is creeping up. And it's one of those that by the time round one rolls around, if he's
Yeah.
solid in preseason and picked,
Yeah.
I think he'll become more popular.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, my differential's hotting at the moment. So, yeah, just depends on his role for Richmond.
Nice. And lastly, yeah, Max Hall is my draft flyer
Yeah,
for
cool.
sure.
Love that.
Yeah, even if he pushes up to just be an 80, low 80s guys, that in draft is
Oh, it's-
almost top 10 forward.
Oh, it's so good.
It's massive.
No, I think that's a really good one. Then Connor McDonald's my draft flyer. So yeah, he's a classic flyer now, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
So-
going to be flying
yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes.
All right, legends. Well, that wraps up our position analysis
Yeah.
before the preseason begins.
Yes.
So we'll get all these episodes out. Obviously, you've listened to it now.
Yeah.
Our rookies episode will be coming out shortly, and
Yeah.
then we're going to get into the real stuff, the match sims.
Yeah.
After which we'll do our classic kind of wash up. I think either for a Sunday or a Monday, where we just go over everything that happened in the weekend. We get to watch some actual footy, talk about some actual real stuff that's happening, rather than it just being kind of word of mouth sort of stuff.
Yeah, hearsay. Yeah.
So we'll do a rearrange of our draft rankings then, and
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to it,
get
guys.
into it.
All right.
All right. See you, legends.
See you guys.